So much ice, too much. Had to ice the lane. Breathe the dub.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. Now movement already. So a flag down here on our very first play. And that'll set them back 5. A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Handoff to Barkley. And an alley to run. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball. And that way, you often control the game.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They go play action now. Jackson. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 45 yards. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney.
Here's Jackson to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Leopard! Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Hot!
Now Jackson throwing again. This will be caught at about the 6. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is
Right, now,
3rd and goal.
56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Barkley. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's McKinnon. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
65.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Got some room at the 30. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20, 10, 5. A big play there for the Niners. 82 yards. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McKinnon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to him up the middle. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. They run it with McKinnon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown as a 49er. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gold now out to kick it away. Here comes Nelson. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. To throw is Jackson. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's a give to Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
He's going to launch this thing. Wait it. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 36 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now McKinnon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
21.
Now it's Breida. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A gain of 3, second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Flag!
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. On the toss, it's McKinnon. And a solid run down inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
White.
McKinnon. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Garoppolo now, first down throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Flushed out right. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
11.
Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
13.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Detroit! 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 Gun! 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 Gun!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Saquon Barkley. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Patriot! Patriot!
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Rolling to his left. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 34 yards. And the Ravens are in for 6. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Here again is McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now third down. The Niners on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 67 yards. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, look at the juke. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Reuben Foster coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum.
And the pressure gets to him again. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down?
Here we go now. 3-19.
Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down at 4 now.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. To him right up the gut. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. They come out here in the eye. They get it to him running left. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he knocks it through. Gold now out to kick it away. Here comes Nelson. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Detroit! Detroit!
Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jackson. Looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
21, here we go.
They run once more with McKinnon. And he's got some space here. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there from a big play guy, Jerick McKinnon. 47 yards on the ground. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The Niners on 3rd down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
20! Hey, gun. Come on, fellas, here we go.
They'll toss it to Breida. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And Gold is able to put it through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? Second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get one. That's memorable. Two? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go!
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over. And when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it. But the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Hey. 4 down. 65.
Here's the former Raven fullback, Kyle Juszczyk. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Courtney Upshaw able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Here's Bradley Pena now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken around the 12. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Ravens, they'll take over. A 4th quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And looks like the Bengals starting to pull away in that one. A win would be their first of the young season. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 64 yards.
Detroit!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Gone, 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 gone.
Jackson now to throw again. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Green 39, green 39.
One last shot for Jackson. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for San Francisco, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.